Good afternoon. Good afternoon. How y'all doing this afternoon? Motivational Moments with Gigi Smith. Motivational Moments with Gigi Smith. I hope everyone is having a great day thus far. I want to get on here, just finished working out. Want to get on here and talk to you just a few minutes, because Christine posted something. McKay, she posted something and just got me to thinking. I don't remember her post verbatim, but it was just saying live. And I always tell you to live and not just exist. I'm gonna add one more thing to that. It might be a couple of more, but right now it's just one. Live and not just exist and be happy. Be happy. I mean, genuinely happy. Don't be happy because y'all gonna get it in a minute. That's the wrong light switch. Don't be happy because somebody has turned your light switch on or off. Light switch on or off. Nobody else's light switch should have anything to do with your happiness. See, I can truly say where I am now in my spirituality, in my growth, in my business, whatever God puts my hand to is going to prosper. And I am happy. I am genuinely happy. Maybe you can't see it. Maybe you don't care to see it, but guess what? I'm still happy. I'm happy with Gigi. I used to say, well, I'm good. And do you know I was dying inside? I was dying inside because I couldn't understand why. Because I'm a happy-go-lucky person. But I just couldn't understand why I wasn't happy. Why I wasn't pleased with me. And I can honestly say, God is still working on me, but I'm pleased with who he sees. He sees an awesome woman of God. He sees a sought-out motivational speaker. He sees a certified life coach that people reach out to. He sees a self-published, best-selling, self-published author. See, God sees that. Yes, I write books. I believe in what I write because God gives me the titles. And I've always wanted to do something to help somebody. And God has magnified my help. See, y'all have heard that before. But this is coming from a different place. This is coming from a happy place. It was just coming from my passion. It was coming from me loving to help somebody. And I have always been that type of person. But when God allows you to see true happiness in you, nothing and nobody should be able to take that from you. Because I can truly say I'm happy with Gigi. I'm happy with where I am, my growth. God is still doing some things with me, within me, with me, in my family. And I'm happy about it. So I just wanted to tell you, yes, you live and exist, but while you living, live and not just exist. But while you live and be happy on this side of glory, because time is running out. Time is short. You don't know if you're going to be here the next second, the next day, the next hour. Be happy while God still blows breath in your body every day. Be happy. Be happy. Don't let nobody be able to say something, turn your light switch on or off. They don't let nobody decide whether you're going to be happy today. You the person that decides that. When God wakes me up every morning, I'm happy about it. Because that means I have another chance to get some rights, some wrongs, and to continue to live the way God has desired and ordained me to live. I'm coming from a true place. I'm coming from a place that oh my God, that I am learning to getting to know me. If that makes any sense. It may not make no sense to you, but when you have a desire to be all in for God, I don't know nothing to do but be happy. Because my desire is to be all in. All in. No matter what I have to do, I'm all in for God. I worship every morning. Me and my phone in this music app, we have us a good time. And then after I get through worshiping, I get to praying. I get to telling God, thank you for what you're doing in my life. Thank you for what you have done. Thank you for covering me when I didn't have sense enough to cover myself. Thank you for keeping me out of harm's way when I walked dead into harm's way. See, you have to own up to what you've done or what you're doing. I don't know, maybe somebody's still doing those things, but whatever you've done, whatever you are doing, and you know it's not the will of God, go to God and repent. So your heart and mind will be clear. It was no more strongholds. You can be happy without questioning who you are. You can be happy without questioning what is your worth. Maybe this is just for me. I don't know. Maybe this is just for me. But I just want to encourage you. Live and not just exist, and be happy about it. Have a smile on your face. It may be, all hell may be breaking loose around you, but it doesn't have to be you. Keep smiling through the adversity. Keep smiling through the rejection. See, because once you're a child of God, just like, okay, let me give you an example. Just like for me, as a mother, you can do anything to me that you want to, but don't mess with my offsprings. Then we have we have a problem. God sees it, give it to God, and because the word says, vengeance is mine, said the Lord. So we don't have to get back at nobody. We don't have to try to get even. As long as we continue to live right and do what God has instructed us to do, He is going to do the rest. So y'all have an awesome day. Y'all have an awesome, fantastic day. God has allowed you to see a new day. You haven't seen July the 25th, 2022 before. So you ought to be glad that you're still here. Some people not. Some people, He's already called them home. But live your life to the fullest. Be happy about it. Wherever your life is, love your life, the good, the bad, the ugly, or indifferent. Romans 8:28. All things work together for the good of them that love the Lord. My last question, do you love the Lord? Do you love the Lord? When you're going through, I love you, God, I trust you. Lean not into your own understanding. Lean not into your own understanding, but trust God. Trust God in His plans. I know I wouldn't be this far if I just counted on my plans. Because my plans wasn't always in tune with God's purpose for my life. But I'm so glad that I learned to trust God with everything I got. Trust Him with my finances. Trust Him with my ministry. I trust Him with my business. I trust God with my life. I trust Him with my life. So you have to learn to trust Him. Y'all be happy. Live your life and don't just exist. Somebody might be saying, gee, what you mean by just exist? You go to work, you go home. You go to church, you go home. See, you just existing. What mark are you leaving for the next generation? What influence are you leaving for somebody else? What legacy are you leaving for somebody else? It can be your family or not your family. See, my grandparents, they left a legacy. We ain't no junk. And we living up to that legacy. I don't know what your family left. But if you think about it, they left you something. If it's a legacy of praying, they left that. Legacy of worship, they left that. Whatever they did, you sit back and you count the cost of what they left you. You count the cost of them living the way they lived in front of you. Good, bad, ugly, or indifferent. Whatever they did, if it wasn't of God, that has nothing to do with you. You have to establish your own personal relationship with God. See, because it's up to us to leave a legacy for our children and our children's children. I encourage you to leave the legacy of living and not just existing and being happy while you're doing it. Stop allowing somebody to turn a light switch on and off, and that's when you decide, or they give you permission to be happy. I'm happy because Jesus woke me up this morning. He did this right here and say it's time to rise. He woke me up this morning. He started me on my way. He is yet answering prayers that I've asked. The weight loss journey, he's answering it. My race, my pace, my time, my journey, my success. I don't know about you, but I see the success. I see where I was last year, a few months ago, and I see where I am today. I see where I am today. So you have to appreciate where you are, so God can take you where he wants you to be. I said something right there. You'll catch it later on. Appreciate where you are, so God can take you where he wants you to be. If you don't appreciate now, why is he going to urge you in another and on another level if you're not appreciating where you are? You have to be happy where you are. Appreciate where you are. Okay, you say, gee, my money funny, my change strange. God, I thank you for the money that you about to put in my account. God, my accounts, let me make that plural. You have to be appreciative for what he's blessed you with. And then tell him, thank you for what he's about to do in your finances. Thank you for what he's about to do in your credit. See, I'm just telling you what I do. And I didn't start doing that till my God sister reminded me. She said, your faith is strong. You have strong faith. And yes, sometimes we are going to get weak. But you go back to God and ask him to help you build your faith back up. Because the troubles of the world will get you, they will try to bog you down. But you continue to call on God. Tell God I'm happy with you. Tell God, thank you for the wake-up call. Thank you for the talking to me. Thank you for the downloading in me. You have to be still so you can hear God. Be still and be quiet. Be still and see the salvation of the Lord. God is standing right there, waiting for each and every one of us to come back to him. He said, my child been gone too long. It's time for you to come home. Won't you come? Won't you please come to God? Not to me. I'm just a vessel. Give your life to God. Surrender your life to God. And watch God, what God will do for your life. Surrender. Live your life to the fullest. Stop just existing and be happy about it. Y'all be blessed. Talk to y'all later.